America, the Empire of Fear, Part 3. Global Power, Intelligence, and Long-Term Strategies. We now begin the third chapter of our America, the Empire of Fear series. In the previous chapters, we examined the historical rise of the United States and the economic, military, and political mechanisms that made this rise possible. In this chapter, we will focus on one of the most controversial aspects of modern American foreign policy: intelligence structures and global influence strategies. According to many researchers who closely follow international politics, one of the fundamental pillars of American power is not limited to its economic and military capacity. Intelligence networks, diplomatic relations, media influence, and long-term strategic planning also play a significant role. At the center of these discussions stands the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Officially, the CIA was established to protect the national security of the United States, gather foreign intelligence, and defend American interests abroad. However, many researchers with a critical perspective argue that, from the Cold War to the present day, the CIA has directly or indirectly influenced political developments in numerous countries. According to this viewpoint, states can generally be divided into three broad categories. The first group: weak states with fragile institutions. These countries possess institutions that have not fully matured. Democratic structures are often fragile. Economic systems tend to depend heavily on external financing, and political systems are frequently shaped around individuals rather than strong institutions. According to critical analyses, effective results can often be achieved in such countries without the need for direct foreign intervention, simply by influencing domestic political actors and existing power structures. The underlying idea is straightforward. A nation's independence does not always have to be destroyed through military occupation. Economic dependence, political polarization, social fragmentation, and institutional weakness can produce similar outcomes. Within this framework, several factors are frequently highlighted by researchers: deepening economic crises, rising unemployment, unsustainable debt burdens, erosion of social values, encouragement of identity-based divisions, polarization escalating into conflict, the eventual perception that external assistance has become unavoidable. According to this perspective, foreign powers do not necessarily manage these processes directly. Instead, they may take advantage of existing political actors and seek to influence domestic dynamics in ways that serve their own interests. As a result, a country's economic resources, strategic assets, and political decision-making mechanisms can gradually become more vulnerable to external influence. Escaping this cycle, according to many analysts, requires strong institutions, the rule of law, quality education, a productive economy, and a society capable of uniting around common national objectives. The second group: emerging major powers. These nations possess large populations, strong industrial foundations, and significant technological capabilities. Historically, countries such as the Soviet Union, China, and other major regional powers have often been placed within this category. In such states, external intervention becomes considerably more complex because governmental structures are stronger and mechanisms of social control are more developed. According to critical geopolitical analyses, the strategy toward these countries is rarely focused on immediate regime change. Instead, it often consists of applying long-term geopolitical pressure. Regional conflicts, arms races, economic sanctions, and diplomatic tensions are frequently viewed as the primary instruments of this approach. The objective, according to this interpretation, is to encourage rival powers to allocate their resources toward security expenditures rather than economic development. By doing so, potential competitors may find it more difficult to challenge American influence on a global scale. The third group, advanced allied states. This category includes the developed economies of the Western world, major industrial powers in Europe, advanced North American economies, and America's strategic partners generally fall within this group. One of the primary objectives of American foreign policy is to establish areas of mutual interest with these nations. Defense alliances, trade agreements, financial systems, and technological cooperation form the foundation of these relationships. As a result, Western states often adopt similar positions during major international crises, the Greater Middle East Project, and debates on regional transformation. Within this broader framework, one of the most debated initiatives has been the Greater Middle East Project, GMEP, also known as the Greater Middle East Initiative. The project gained international prominence during the administration of President George W. Bush. According to official statements, its objectives were promoting democratic culture, strengthening human rights, supporting economic reforms, enhancing regional stability. However, criticism of the initiative has been equally significant. According to its critics, the project was designed to protect American energy security, reshape the geopolitical structure of the Middle East, alter regional balances of power, expand Israel's strategic security environment, the invasion of Iraq, the Syrian civil war, the fragmentation of Libya, and the prolonged instability throughout the region have ensured that these debates remain active to this day. When examining the transformation of the Middle East over the last 2 decades, many observers argue that the effects of the Greater Middle East Initiative can still be felt. Conclusion. In this chapter, we explored the role of the CIA in global politics, the fundamental strategies of American foreign policy, and the debates surrounding the Greater Middle East Project. We observed that American power is not based solely on military capabilities. Economic, diplomatic, cultural, and intelligence-related instruments often operate together as parts of a broader strategic framework. Yet far larger questions remain unanswered. In the 4th chapter, we will examine the American financial system, the global dominance of the U.S. dollar, and the mechanisms through which the international economic order operates. Your author, Mario Spola, asks, is America truly just a nation-state? Or is it the largest global network of power in the modern world?